All right. I want to direct your attention now to November 6, 2021.
No problem.
On that day, we with Rocky were in an altercation with Relli.
Yes.
Who else was with you?
AP Illz.
And AP Illz is other name. His real name is.
Illijah Ulanga.
Can you tell us what happened from the beginning of that day?
Okay, so we were at the conference call rehearsal getting ready for the show tomorrow. And everything was good. You feel me? We was having a good show. And towards the end of rehearsal, because I'm on stage with Rocky, I see him kind of like dealing with something on his phone. And he kind of put me onto it. Relli was online, just like disgracing his name, running his name through the mud. You feel me? So Rocky was like, "Yo, bro, I wanna go holler at Relli. I'm gonna go talk to Relli." You feel me? And I was already with him at Complex Con, so that's why I went with him. And he asked me to call Relli, text Relli, but Relli didn't respond to me. You feel me? But Relli was still responding to, I guess, Rocky.
This is a narrative. It's all dead. No discoveries.
Ask another question.
Okay. Do you remember if Rocky was dealing with something on his phone?
Yes.
Did you hear his end of the conversation?
Just not the end of the conversation.
His end of his part.
Oh yes.
Okay. And did that have to do with bad-mouthing Relli or Relli bad-mouthing Rocky about Josh's funeral?
It was Rocky explaining to me how Relli was bad-mouthing Rocky about not handling Josh's funeral.
Objection, that's going to call for your motion to strike. Also, no discovery.
You are going to the speaker.
No.
Okay, then the reproach.
No.
All right. So, who was Josh?
Objection, relevance, overruled. 52.
Josh is ASAP Josh. He was a member of the collective that passed away in October 2021.
Who paid for Josh's funeral expenses?
Objection, relevance, in 352.
Initials. Do you know of a dispute between Relli and Rocky about the paying of Josh's funeral?
Objection, relevance, in 352.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess
No.
Yes.
Hold on. Yes, good.
Answer the question.
And what do you know about the dispute?
Objection, that's going to call for a narrative.
He's aware of the dispute.
Now, the next day was Complex Con, you said?
yes.
Did Rocky, in your presence, attempt to reach out to Relli
Yes, he did.
clearly there before Complex Con?
Yes, he did.
And at Complex Con, were you all supposed to be going together?
Yes. Well, from Complex Con on the 6th, we were all supposed to go to the Playboy Cardi concert as a group, as a collective. And then the next day, we were all supposed to perform at Complex Con as the ASAP collective.
And why was that an important day? Was there anything specifically important about that next day?
Objection, relevance, in 352.
Yes. It was the 10-year anniversary of the project that got ASAP Rocky and the ASAP collective signed.
Did you hear Rocky speaking to Relli that
Yes.
day? Okay. And was that on the phone initially?
Yes.
What did you hear Rocky say?
Objection, hearsay.
Stan, you can ask to describe the tenor of the conversation,
Sure.
but not the words.
Okay. First of all, before I ask you about the tenor of the conversation, you personally, did you try to reach out to Relli that night, November 6, 2021?
Yes, I did.
How did you try to do that?
I believe I called him and I texted him.
Did he ever respond to that?
No.
Okay, you heard the judge. You can describe the tenor of that conversation without words. What was the tenor of that conversation? You know what I mean by tenor of that conversation? The sort of the atmosphere of the conversation, the mood of the conversation.
Okay. From what I recall, I feel like it was like a humorous, brotherly conversation. Yo, where you at? Like, all right, let's link, let's have this conversation. It wasn't nothing more than that.
What was Rocky's tone like in the conversation?
Well, being that we was coming from complex, we got a big show. He was in a good mood. You feel me?
It's not responsive.
No. Forget about this mood. This is my question. Again, I know this is not your everyday thing. What was Rocky's tone during the conversation?
Happy, sad, angry,
It
confused.
was on the phone. It was kind of happy. It was just more or less trying
All right,
to.
you can ask the question. Go ahead.
Now, was Rocky talking calm?
Yes.
What happened after the call?
Objections, call for narrative.
Well, after the call, because we were in Long Beach, we had to go from Long Beach back to LA. So it really was just in the car playing new music, getting vibes together. Everything was like exciting. Everything was like happy.
Who was driving the car? You still in the car?
I think we had a driver. It was complex call. We get, I believe they provided like traffic for us.
And did you eventually get to downtown LA, this parking garage on Argyle Street eventually?
Yes.
Okay. Where were you sitting in this car?
I was sitting in the back.
Okay. When you stopped and got out, who was the first to get out and who was the last? The three of you.
Okay, Rocky, then Illz, then me.
And what did you see when you got out?
So when I first got out, I was just seeing Rocky walk up the hills, Illz walk slightly behind him, and I seen Relli coming down there.
And when you saw Relli coming down the hill, describe what you saw.
So as I'm looking up, I just see like Relli coming down the hill with a little extra momentum, not running or anything, but just a little pep and stuff.
And did there come a point in time where Relli and Rocky met?
Yes.
Okay. What happened when they met?
Well, as soon as they met, from what I've seen, it was just like Relli just grabbed Rocky. It's just off as soon as he seen him, just grabbed him.
Okay. And what happened after he grabbed you?
So he's kind of grabbing him, and Relli's a big dude, you know, Relli big. So he's kind of like grabbing him and shaking him. So at this point, Rocky tries to like, I guess grab him too, but grip the floor so he can maintain his balance because Relli was kind of like trying to lift him up by his hoodie.
Now, at one point, we'll just play that video. We have that? I'm going to show you a video from that garage encounter on Argyle Street on November 6, 2020.
What's your exhibit of this?
No problem.
Is this the one that,
This is the
oh,
garage.
E.E.
E. Is that an E? No, it's not E. Emma? As in Mary?
Yes.
M as in Mary.
Like this.
There's a power button on the side.
My side?
Yeah, just at the top.
So you could look at that little screen right behind you. There's a sort of bigger one. Easier for you to see. I'll play it through once and then I'll ask you about it. That, obviously, it's just a small snippet with an obstructed view, but is that part of what you saw?
Yes.
Okay. And when you see them going backwards towards that parking sign, I guess Relli is holding Rocky and holding Relli going backwards that way. What did you observe?
I observed, like I said, Rocky was trying to get his balance so that he wouldn't like lift him or throw him or push him anyway. But
Actually, that's going to call for speculation as to why the
answer remains as is without adding anything.
Okay. And then, what did you see when they were going backwards?
I seen Relli like pulling like Rocky.
And what was your reaction? Your reaction?
Well, my reaction, I was surprised because from my understanding, these dudes were only supposed to have a conversation, you know. I didn't expect anything else.
Did you do anything?
Besides try to break it up, you know, just put my hands in the middle of it.
You see yourself on that video at the end there?
Yes.
You're wearing that red jacket? Is that right?
Yes.
One point, is that Illz who gets in the middle?
Yes.
In that small clip there, you see Rocky holding an object that looks like a firearm.
Yes.
Okay. And what was that in fact?
That was his pride.
Okay. And tell us how it came out that you saw him holding it.
From my recollection, being that Relli's a big dude and Relli was
Objection, most describes
Stay.
non-responsive.
Stay.
The court instruct the witness to answer only when asked.
Ironic.
Ask the question again.
So, sure, I know how to ask it a different way. Probably.
Ask him what he saw. Ask him what he saw.
But just,
as I said, I seen Relli grabbing Rocky, almost picking him up off the ground. And with that happening, his pants started falling.
it's me.
The Rocky pants started falling. You know, so
Did you see that in the video there?
yeah.
Okay, go back to that clip, please. I just want to make sure we're talking about the same thing. When we come back from that, you see Rocky's pants down there?
His sleeve. Sustain.
Okay, what do you see?
I see him right there.
Yeah.
So his pants are lower than they're supposed to be, and then I see him try to put his prop back, like adjust it back into the belt.
Which hand was he holding that prop with?
His left hand.
Is Rocky left or right?
He's a righty.
What did you do at that point?
At that point, I just stepped in the middle and just tried to break it up.
Okay.
And also, I was trying to tell Rocky to go. Like, yo, bro, we out of here. Like, Relli's going crazy right now. Let's go.
Objection, most describes as non-responsive.
Okay. Why did you tell Rocky to get out of here?
Well, because, for one, I see that the conversation that they were supposed to have, it didn't look like they was going to have a conversation, and Relli was a bit aggressive. And I didn't understand that. It's like, we all friends.
Objection, motion to strike is non-responsive.
Everything after we're all friends is strict.
Okay. Who's the aggressor in this encounter?
Relli.
Okay. Is that why you told Rocky to leave?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever see Rocky point that object, just a prop gun according to you, at Relli at all during that parking garage encounter?
No.
Did you ever see Rocky press a gun, prop gun that you described here, against Relli's stomach, to point at his head or his chest?
No, I did not.
Okay. Would you have seen that if it happened?
Yes, I was there.
Okay. When Rocky pulled out that starter pistol, did Relli say anything?
Yes.
What did he say?
He told him to shoot that fake ass gun.
Okay. And how, and you heard that clearly?
Yes.
And How fast was this altercation?
It was pretty fast. Pretty fast.
After it was over, and like you said, you tried to push Rocky to go away, what did you all do?
We ended up turning the corner.
Okay, maybe we should put the map up real quick.
Keep it to Exhibit 5.
I'm going to put Mr. Phillips. I'm going to put the map up here so it'll help accurately.
Has the record.
People's stew. People's stew. We're going to put up. Okay, see where that red pen just was?
Yeah.
That's Argyle Avenue. That's where that parking lot was. Parking, arrow parking, right there. See that? Right there. Yeah, there's a point or something. I think. Yeah, use that thing. Just go up there. That one.
Yeah.
Just do like this. Here's Argyle. Here's the parking lot, right?
Okay.
And then here's Selma, right? And then here it is. Thank you. Here's East Delmar. So just show the jury from the parking lot to Selma to East Delmar which direction they're swinging here.
Mr. Tacopina, one of the participants needs a break.
Okay.
So,
Sure.
10 minutes?
Yes, sir.
John Allen.
We're taking 10 minutes.